Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've done a yard tour, so I'm going to go around, show off some stuff that's happening right now. All of this, well, most of this, right here, are pumpkins from last year that I gave the chickens from a friend's pumpkin patch. There was a bunch of different kinds of gourds. I'll show you what's currently, this one produced 4 almost like star-shaped gourds. Kind of like this, but not that color. They were just mostly green. So there's two of those right there, and there's still tons of flowers. And then this guy is a larger variety, same as that one. And we have another one back there. So we'll have some that we'll be able to carve that we grew ourselves again this year. My wife's mom one year took a pumpkin out of our compost pile and made a pumpkin pie out of it. It was amazing. And then all of this, which goes all the way up the tree, there's a flower all the way up, almost all the way to the tip of my tulip tree there. That's all loofah that I have finally been pretty successful at growing this year. This is the 3rd year, and this is the most successful year. We have a tomato plant. There's a, see how big those pumpkin flowers are? It's awesome. But I tried counting one day. I think there's more now than when I counted. When I counted, there were 17 about this size or bigger. And that was a few weeks ago. See, there's a real good sized one there. Oh, geez, didn't even see there's 3 right here. Another one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's just that side. They're growing on the other side as well. And like I said, all the way up the tree. So there's another one right there by my finger. Doing super awesome. Last year I did grow some. I don't remember how many I got, but the frost killed the plants and I had to harvest them early. So I had to do a bunch of washing and stuff. It did come out pretty well. I still have a bunch from last year. This is my old rabbit pen. If you've seen my older videos, I've had a rabbit for the last handful of years. He passed away a few weeks ago, unfortunately. I was pretty bummed. I was out of town too, so that really sucked. I think one of the last times I did a video on all this back here, all of this was like milkweed, and I talked about how awesome it was to have all the bugs around. Well, the chickens have done a pretty successful job at just cleaning out everything. The milkweed didn't grow in here, but we have where I was showing you where the pumpkin patch is. I dug those. And I've gotten a dog since one of my last videos too. She's a rescue and she's the bestest pups. But this was a milkweed patch. The loofah and pumpkins grew over it, and then it collapsed. So just from the weight of the vines, and from, I mean, there's a handful of pretty chunky loofahs in there. There's some babies growing. This probably won't mature by the time the frost comes, but there's another one in there. So hi chickens. I have 12 chickens. I got 2 ducks. I'll show you the ducks real quick. The ducks I've had a few months now. She's not laying eggs yet. Oh, the pond, if you get ducks, they need cleaned every day. I just cleaned and emptied that yesterday. I'll have to do it again here in a bit. But if you notice, on the one on the left, I'm pretty sure is a male. It's much larger. It's got a green bill, unlike the one on the right. It's got a brown, much smaller. So I'm hoping that my friend chose right and got a male and female, and maybe we can get some baby ducks after harvesting some eggs. This is a pretty cool shot. I didn't see that loofah earlier. And then that's a cool shot. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. What were there? 7 over on the other side. There's a few just kind of hidden in this wall. And then this bush is being overtaken. It's crazy. Got elderberry is doing really good. It got nice and thick stalks this year, so we'll be able to have some elderberry next year to be able to make some stuff out of. Let's see what else. Oh, I'll show you these crazy sunflowers. So I still am focusing on, like I've said in previous videos, focusing on growing native plants as much as possible, things for pollinators and wildlife. And these sunflowers, these mammoth sunflowers, are mammoth for real.
They got so heavy it's only having to lean on my roof right there. But they did really well. They got super big. They're probably 14, 15 feet. This is a native phlox, hummingbirds, and hummingbird moths. Love this stuff. Put in some nice physinias. Doing really well. Pond's doing decent. I need to go through, clean out all these weeds, and fish are doing good. Water's clean. And then we had put in a whole bunch of strawberry plants all the way around the perimeter of the fence. So the fence is new. This used to be just kind of out of control garden. Because the deer kept eating it, we didn't really focus on it, but we put the fence up and then we actually put some food in here, which this one's pretty cool because it's kind of like a double. See how it's like they're both on the one stem and then they split? I've never seen something like that. And I just saw something that I can harvest. Ooh, 2 things I can harvest. Oh wow. So cucumbers, they have done us really well this year. There's one. And let's put this down. Put it in my pocket. And 2. So definitely recommend cucumbers. We have a whole pile of them in the house because can't eat them all the time, but we do give some away. I gave some to my employees the other day. These tomato plants are done. I gave a bunch of tomatoes to my employee. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling, showing you all what's going on in the yard. It's pretty close to fall, so a lot of stuff is out of bloom and dying back. I need to come through and just hack all these bushes as low as possible, clean out the sides. There's poison ivy around in there somewhere, so I'm going to try and kill it. The coop, we had a friend come in, so that's one of the last things I'll show you. The coop for the chickens, we ended up, I gotta tell you, if you're gonna get chickens, do not buy one of those build-it-yourself coops that's up against my house right there, because they're pieces of crap and they fall apart. We haven't even had it really over a year yet, and it's just awful. But my friend is a handyman. He came by and he cut my shed in half basically, and then built this door, nesting boxes. I put that ramp in. He put the hole there with a door. We can close the door at night if we want to. And I've been using this for smell. Coffee grounds. It smells awesome in here. I don't have a problem with it just being rank, especially on hot days, which it does do even if you clean it regularly. So yeah, powdery mildew is something I'm gonna have to figure out how to take control over, because it's just killing the pumpkin plant. But I'm not too worried about it. We got enough pumpkins on it. So yeah, that's just a little walk around the yard, update on things. Still tons of pollinators. We had some on our milkweed. We had some monarch butterflies come through again this year, and we found some caterpillars, but it's all started, as you can see, it's all starting to die back. So there's not much left, food left for them at this stage of the year. And if anybody can tell me, I'm curious. I've tried to look it up. What is this? I thought it was dill. It's not, I don't think, and I thought maybe asparagus, first year asparagus, but I don't really know. I got 2 little clumps of it, and I'm not sure where it came from or what it is. So any idea on that would be appreciative. If you have any questions on anything that I didn't talk about in the yard, we have a ton of that phlox. It is native. I recommend finding it, planting it. It smells really sweet. Butterflies and stuff really like it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will probably do a harvest video on my loofah when it's ready, because there's just so many, and I'm going to be really excited to show the haul. So all right, take it easy.